Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where are you in this big, beautiful world? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm so happy to be cultivating this sacred space together and bringing through divine spirit in a way that is practical, understandable, and applicable in our daily lives. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. I am the founder and a minister at the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and I'm here to help you connect with the infinite. One of the ways that we do this at the Bhava Spiritual Mission is by being a channel and delivering the message from spirit for you. The other way we do it is by training you and helping you connect yourself through the Bhava Ministry, and we can talk more about that later. But hey, before we get started with today's message, I want to ground us in. And the reason we do a grounding meditation is so that we can get really strongly connected to Mama Earth, Mama Gaia, and then we can open up big and wide together to Divine Spirit. And that means everything that we bring through from Holy Spirit becomes practical and applicable, and we can actually use it in our daily lives because it's bringing it right down to earth for us, okay? So take a few minutes with me. It's just going to take like 3 minutes. I want you to close your eyes if you're able to. I'm just take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel all of your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly, or you'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Okay, you can go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready and come back to us, or keep them closed. It's up to you. Good morning, Sherry. Nice to see you on here, sweetie. Okay, so the Bhavas, well, welcome to our church service. The Bhava Spiritual Mission is a digital church, and we come here every week, same time, same place, to tune in and deliver a message directly from Divine Spirit. When I'm leading these services, my process for receiving this message is to tune into my spirit guide. His name is Mons, M-O-N-Z. I think of him as my user-friendly interface with the divine. We are here for the human experience, for the physical experience. And so, you know, spirit comes to us in the way that we can best receive it, interpret it, and deliver that message. So thank you for joining me today. I want to encourage you, as you're hearing the message and I'm talking about it, I want to encourage you to join the conversation, to leave your questions here, to leave your pains, your downloads, your expanded understanding of today's message. I am not omniscient. None of us are, because again, we're here for the physical experience. We are by nature limited and having the experience of separation from God. So we get to tune in, and God will come through us in a way that we can receive it through our lens of perspective. And when you add to the mix your lens of perspective, it expands the message for all of us. So please don't hesitate to leave your comments, and we'll do a little Q&A, and we'll do just see where we get to with it. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you on here, honey. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad you like that grounding technique. I really like it too. It is the one thing that finally got me grounded after my spiritual awakening almost 10 years ago now. I cracked open radically, and I was having a lot of fun, but I was not grounded, and I couldn't be real functional. I wasn't able to do what we're doing here today, which is bring through spirit and then deliver it in a way that's actually useful. So grounding is really important, and it's a big part of my work, and it's a big part of what I teach. So I'm always interested in your feedback on that grounding meditation, because it was the one thing that worked for me. Spirit gave me that grounding meditation. I went, oh, I'm back. And it's really fun because my students will actually expand on that and take that grounding meditation and make it their own. So there's a lot of different sort of versions of that grounding meditation that are out there right now, and that's really fun. Okay, so happy Easter, Ostara. What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating? Are you staying in? Are you going with family? Do you do it with your kids? I'm really interested to hear how this holiday comes up for you, if it's like a family tradition or if it's something that you really resonate with. Myself, I'm not celebrating Easter particularly. I do get to go see my family and my kiddo today, but we would do that anyway because that's a every other weekend thing. But that'll be fun. That'll be nice to connect. I get to go have a coffee with a friend in a little bit after we're done here. So, but as I was tuning in, as I was meditating with Divine Spirit today, I said, okay, what's the message? And I never know when we do these broadcasts around a holiday or around a holy day, I never know if I'm going to receive something relevant to the holy day or not. And I just let it come because I don't have any control. And the minute I try and control the flow, I lose the flow. I lose the connection. But you know, I did feel like I got something in relation to Easter, but more the, you know, pagan holiday Ostara versus the Christian holiday Easter, but the two definitely do connect, and we're going to kind of get there in a minute. So let me read the download I got from Divine Spirit, and then I'm going to talk about it. And I want to hear you. I want to hear what you have to say, what you feel about this as well. All right, Spirit says this morning, your experience here is rhythms and cycles, rhythms and cycles, rhythms and cycles. You're here for the full spectrum of experience, and that comes on the ebbs and flows of your life. Your job, your one job, is to surrender to the ups and downs of your life so that you can be fully present with every experience. God knows what you want and will deliver it to you in the way that you can best receive it and most appreciate it. That means if you need to experience challenges so you better experience the pleasure of your life, you will. Challenges are meant to cultivate gratitude and an ever greater enjoyment of your life experience. Whew. I was like, yes. And then Spirit gave me the analogy of the birth cycle. And of course, that's perfect for Ostara, right? For the pagan fertility holiday. And we're going to tie it in with the resurrection of Jesus as well. But, you know, the first step in the birth cycle is what? Conception. Oh, that's the fun times, right? We kind of want to stay there forever when we're in that really fun, excited, connected place, right? Conception is brilliant. It's really exciting. And then after we conceive, so we go into the first trimester. You know, those of you who have had children, you're like, oh, I'm following. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Those of you who have not had children, or if you're not able to have children, you know, this is good for you too. You probably know this theoretically, but you know, stay with me on this one because this is what Spirit wanted me to transmit to you today. So the first trimester, when a woman is pregnant, when she has conceived that creation, is horrible. It's miserable. You're throwing up all the time. You're gaining weight. You don't have any energy. You're like nauseous 24/7. Some of us, it's just, ugh. So 3 months of that, and you're just like, it's not a fun place. It's not a fun process. But then second trimester hits, and you're like, woo, That's what they call the happy trimester, because your skin is glowy and your hair is full and you're out there and you have energy and you feel amazing and you're starting to get a little bump. You're starting to see the reality of your, conception. It's starting to actually come in, and I'm losing my earbud here and it's stuck in my hair and it's just a mess. Hang on. Okay, got it. So second trimester, we're doing good. We're cruising along and we're going at like breakneck speed. Everything is feeling really good and high and fly. And then third trimester hits and it's like you bam, slam into a brick wall. And your whole body just goes, nope. Nope, you don't move well, you're too big, you're outgrowing this container, you don't want to do anything but sleep and maybe eat, but then you get full really fast, so you want to eat more, but you can't because your baby's all up on your stomach, and you're just laying back and you're like, I am miserable, okay? And just when you think it can't get any harder, labor hits. And then you go full on into, oh my God, this is the greatest challenge of my life. How am I going to get through this? I feel like I'm going to die. My body is ripping in half. Can you imagine what you would think it was going on if you didn't know you were birthing a baby? You just feel like, what? You would think you were dying, that you were being ripped open from the inside out. But because you know the birth of the baby is happening, you can get through that. And you can breathe and you can be present, and you can move through it or get help, right? So there's the birth process. And Spirit says, overlay this birth experience over your whole life. This is the cycle, the ebbs and flows and the cycles of our lives. And our challenges are most extreme when we are most in need of gratitude and appreciation of what we are creating. Okay, what we are creating. And the more present we can be with our challenges, the more swiftly they move through. It's a known fact that when a woman is in labor, if she's really, really tense, if she's in resistance, if she's fighting, it's just going to prolong the process for her. If she relaxes between contractions and knows how to breathe and has practiced her breathing, then it can go much more quickly and much more smoothly for her. So when you overlay this on your life, I want you to think about where you are right now, kind of reflect on that. Are you in the conception phase, where you're like high on life and things are happening and you're having the best time ever? Are you in the first trimester where you're like, whoa, I feel bowled over. I feel like, I can still move and stuff, but I don't feel so good. Are you in the second trimester where you're starting to see your creation process, you're starting to see that little bump, you're starting to see things happening, and it's getting really exciting and you got a lot of energy, you're feeling really good and you're aligned? Are you in the third trimester where you hit a wall and you're like, wow, nothing is happening? Everything has gone stagnant? Or are you in the labor delivery phase where you are like, oh my God, my world is falling apart. It's upside down. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to die. Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. All right. Where you are, you have to trust the rhythms and cycles. And if you look back over your life, you will see that it's always been this way. It can be micro. This can all happen in a day. Or it can be macro. It can be a years-long process. What Spirit is asking us to do is to surrender to each moment, surrender to the joy of conception, to the expansion of the happy trimester. Really get present with the joy and love it, but also be present with the challenges. When you feel like you're hitting a wall, when you feel like you're going through it, being torn apart from the inside out. This is the creation process, and this is why you are here, for the whole spectrum of the human experience. Everything you're experiencing is meant to serve you and meant to give you more pleasure and appreciation of your life experiences. Everything is happening for you. And if you're having a hard time right now, and Sunshine says you've been in a major rut and depression for way too long. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. I know that's really hard. Breathe, get into faith, get into your spiritual practice. The way to get through these challenges is to get into your spiritual practice and hang on and get committed to your spiritual practice when it's good as well, when it's easy, when life is easier. Because it's like when you're going through Lamaze classes for your labor. I was 20 when I had my kid. I didn't know what was going on, I went to Lamaze classes and they're like, here's how you breathe. And here, take these, laundry, the laundry clips, right? Put them on your ears, mimic like a contraction. I was like, this is stupid. Like, I'm leaving. This is dumb. I regretted that. If I had gotten into the process of breathing and really paid attention in Lamaze and learned how to breathe through the contractions, I would have had a much easier time. But because I ignored it, because things were good, I was in my second trimester, I was happy, I didn't have to worry about that. When the labor hit, I was in a lot of pain and I was really in resistance and struggling with the process. I did not know how to breathe. But here's the thing that I want to share with you as well. When you're in it, when you're having a hard time, when you're relaxing through it and being present and surrendering to the moment, help will show up for you. Guidance will show up for you. Assistance will show up for you. You are going to have to go through each stage, each of these cycles. That's the human experience. Whole spectrum, right, baby? You're going to go through all of it. And ultimately, you're going to be walking that path. But you will have the right people and experiences and resources. Some people will come in for a moment to help you. Some people will be there with you the whole way. It just depends. But you can trust that you're going to be given that from the divine to help you move through whatever way you can. So what's the practice? How do we stay in practice of this surrender experience to move through these cycles and cultivate even deeper appreciation and gratitude for the next phase, for the creation, for when you have that baby in your arms, when you did it, when you went through all of that? Whoa, that's an experience that you never forget. And again, this is all through our life, micro throughout the day and macro throughout the years, okay? So, oh, I lost my train of thought here. I was on a roll there that I was like, oh, where'd it go? Oh, right, practicing the surrender, practicing being so present with every experience. You know, we can resist the pleasurable experience just as much as we can resist the challenging experience. We resist the pleasure by saying, oh, well, it's good now, but, you know, the other shoe's going to drop. Or what, I don't trust it. Well, that's too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can really get into that negative thinking. And then, of course, we resist the challenging piece by saying, it's not fair. I can't do it. Why is this happening to me? This always happens to me. Instead, we say present. And in the presence, we go, oh, I'm so grateful for what's happening right now. This is really fun. I'm enjoying this. And when it's challenging, we go, ooh, okay, I'm having it. I'm going down through the layers. I'm having a deeper experience. I'm learning more about myself. I am clearing away what is not working for the ultimate creation of this project or whatever it is you've got going on. So the practice is really important. The daily practice is important. Do you have a daily practice? Is it something you want to cultivate? If it is, then get started right now if you don't already have one. And it doesn't have to be an hour-long practice. It can be 5 minutes. It can be 10 minutes. Whatever it is that gets you aligned with your core, with your center, with your authenticity, and helps you connect with the divine, even for just one moment is all you need, 1 moment. My process is really simple. I meditate for maybe 10 minutes. I have a strong gratitude practice. I find a way to move my body. I might do the sun salutation, might do some push-ups, sit-ups, or go for a walk. I have a strong self-love practice. I bring love into my heart and I say, I love you, I love you, I love you 108 times. And then I project that out into the world. And that's basically it. And I will add to that as it needed. But if I have that foundation, that means when the challenges come up in my life, I can stay strong and I can stay in faith and I can stay more surrendered to the experience. And I will say this, surrender is an ongoing practice. You're not going to do it all the time, most likely. If you do, I want to talk to you because I certainly don't. But as the years go by and I stay strong in my spiritual practice and I trust the edge spirit to guide me, I trust the help to show up, I trust the ebbs and flows of my life and the cycles and the creation process, and I know that something amazing is going to be birthed. As I stay in faith, I do better and better at staying surrendered in that process. And it's a practice. So the last thing I want you to do is beat yourself up for not feeling particularly surrendered. And I want to know where you are in your cycle right now. Overlay that analogy of the birth cycle. Where are you? What's happening right now? And stay present with that. Just commit for today to stay present with where you are and see what happens. When you get really present, whether you're in pleasure or in challenge, in excitement or in depression, if you get really present with where you are and stop fighting what is, doors are going to start to open up for you. You're going to start to edge closer to that finish line. Assistance is going to be able to show up for you because you're not pushing it away by fighting what is. Open yourself completely to what is just for today. Be present just for today and see how things start to shift for you. I bet they will. I bet they will. And I'm going to be really interested to hear about it and hear how that goes for you. Okay, so how the heck does this tie into Jesus, man? Well, I want you to take this birth analogy and lay it over the story of Jesus. ultimately, where did we get to with this? How does it show up for you? Okay, think about that, feel into that. Jesus went through, the ultimate transformation only to be reborn, and through that rebirth, an entire movement was created. His message rang through the ages, thousands of years. Now, it doesn't matter if you identify as a Christian or you resonate with Jesus or not. You can see that going through the intense challenges and the experience that he did, it ultimately carried his creation all the way down through the ages. And that's incredible. That's incredible. I'm going to let you sit with that and feel into that, because I don't feel called to give you my interpretation of that and what I think is going on. I want you to feel into that if that resonates with you. And if you're not a Jesus person, toss it. Don't worry about it. But do stay with these cycles and ebbs and connecting to spirit and staying present and staying in surrender of every moment. Every moment. What is it Eckhart Tolle said? I think, I'm pretty sure he said it. He said, behave as if you chose every moment. Treat every moment as if you chose it, as if you actively chose it. That's staying present and fully surrendered, because remember, everything is working in your favor. I know sometimes it really doesn't feel like it, but I promise you, everything is working in your favor. All right, beloveds, that feels really complete to me. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for hearing the message. Thank you for helping me create this container. I want you to go ahead and leave your comments, leave your hits, your expansion. Help us build on this message. Help us understand this better, this message from Divine Spirit better. If you found this message helpful and it resonated with you, I would ask you to share it out to who you think would benefit from it, from your friends, on your pages. Give our Facebook page a like, give our YouTube channel a subscribe. It's a baby channel, so we're trying to grow that. That would be awesome. And just spread the word of Divine Spirit as it resonates with you, as it comes through, because there are people who are connected to you who are going to resonate with that as well, because they're an energetic match for you. So you can learn more about the Bhava Spiritual Mission, bhavamission.org. That is in the description on the video. Just click on that link and you can learn more about us. If you're really resonating with this message and you really are feeling connected to me or this message or our community, we do have openings for membership. Membership gives you 5 days a week of meetings and groups and classes that you are able to attend. We want to help you hone in on your spiritual gifts, develop your intuition, and heal deeper and deeper, peel back those layers so that you can live more fully and completely in your divine authenticity and bring your message, bring your gifts out into the world in a way that is, again, practical, applicable, understandable. Our thing is living in partnership with spirit. If that appeals to you, send me an email. Again, that's in the description of the video. So let me know. I'd love to chat with you, set up a little meet and greet, and see if this feels like a good fit for us, okay? Because we do have openings. And finally, if you're showing up every week and this is really resonating with you and these messages are helpful to you, we accept donations. The link is in the description of the video. You can do a one-time donation or you can set up a monthly recurring donation. All of your donations are so appreciated. It helps us step up and step out there and deliver these messages and grow the community, reach further to who we need to reach. So thank you so much again. I just adore you. I hope you're having an amazing rest of your day. Happy Easter, happy Ostara. Let me know how this feels to you. All my love to you, darling.